Okay guys, today we're going to do a fan request, the Dead Orchard from Rubber Guard. We're going to show you the setup, different submissions from here, 1, 2, and everything from Rubber Guard. Boost. Welcome back to the channel, boys and girls. Tum here, with me today, Zilver, helping us out. We're going to show you something special. We are answering a fan request. We have some Rubber Guard videos, I'll put the link up here, which are pretty well watched. And we got the request a few times for the Dead Orchard. Now, I love the Dead Orchard. It was invented by Nathan Orchard from 10th Planet. I'm not as good and flexible as him, but I'm going to do my best to show you today the Dead Orchard from Rubber Guard. Let's get to it. So we're going to start off in close guard, and later on we're going to check a different entry into Rubber Guard, just for the fun of it. So, in close guard, what a lot of people tend to mess up with the Rubber Guard is they throw the legs up pretty high. To get to the basics of Rubber Guard, please watch the video we made on that. But if I start throwing my leg up pretty high, one, I have to be pretty flexible, yeah? And I tore my LCL, so for me it's hard to play it like this. It really hurts my knee, and you can get injured. If my partner is very strong and heavy and starts posturing up, boom, you will injure your knee. Now, the problem too is I'm not controlling my partner's hip. If Zilver is trying to go forward here, my thighs are controlling the hip. But as soon as I start lifting my legs, and she starts coming forward and stacking me, I will just get stacked on my neck. So in order to get to the good Rubber Guard, yeah, you want to control the hips eventually. So I'll show you that from 2 different angles, but I just want to mention it before we get started. So my partner's controlling my body. I'm trying to work the posture. I'm A-Bing out. Then I'm throwing my leg up and controlling her posture to get to the Rubber Guard. But I need to keep pressure on her hip, in this case with my thigh, and later on with my foot. Now, if both her elbows are still in the inside position, yeah, we call this position mission control. My elbow is tucked in, and once again, for all the basics, just check out that video. Now for mission control, we're gonna swim in, reach out with the zombie, and control my knee to get to New York. From here, I want you guys to focus on this arm. So let's turn a little bit. Cool. So, from New York, yeah, I wanna get this arm high, because now her shoulder and elbow frame are pretty strong on the outside. If Zilver is pulling her elbow back to the left, I will just wedge my knee in and go for a triangle here. Start finishing there. So you've seen in tons of our videos. So this is to answer the question if the arm is not coming up front. Now, if her elbow is more on my body and her arm is more on the inside, I'm gonna go on the hip, and it's very important that my knee stays tied to her body. So if I'm here, now she can push with her elbow, she can push my leg down and start passing. There's no problem, I will just weave in with the triangle again, or go for the omoplata or the gogoplata or shoulder crunch, and tons of videos out here on our channel on that, but I want to keep this arm in, okay? So in order to do that, yeah, as we are in New York, I will, her elbow should be on my body, so here. Now I'm putting my foot on the hip with my knee tied to her body, and I'm A-Bing myself away. Now look what happens to her elbow. I'm just gonna let go of this hand for a second so you see what happens here. This is important, yeah? If she pulls the arm out, it's gonna help me to set up the Dead Orchard. But if she pulls it, just pull it backwards, she will go into a triangle, or omoplata, or a shoulder pin. So I keep the elbow tucked, but once again, if you lose it, no problem, just go for the triangle. In this case, we're not going for the triangle, we're here. Now I am closing a triangle, but I'm gonna keep 2 arms in. So the more I A-B out, the more her arm comes to the front, and the easier it becomes for me to now windshield wipe my lower leg over and close this triangle here. So that's pretty tight. If you completely squeeze this in, you can get some pressure, but you'll never get a submission. So I'm just showing you the overview. Normally, I would keep hugging my knee. So this is the position we work with for the Dead Orchard. Now from here, the submission we're gonna do is not gonna be a triangle. We're gonna attack this arm. We're gonna either bridge it to the side to go for an Americana. Yeah, so I'm controlling the arm. The elbow is stuck on my belly button, and I'm pushing on the side to go for the Americana. Or what usually happens as they start posturing up, going away, I'm gonna lift my hip and go for this armbar here. So this is what Nathan Orchard does a lot, is the armbar from here. Controlling the wrist, keeping the elbow pinned, lifting and going. If my partner goes away to the left, I get a beautiful armbar, Americana, and once again, I'm controlling this. If she goes to the left, I can easily chain into my go-go clinch or omoplatas and attacks on this arm. Now back to the Orchard. If my partner starts pushing in on the opposite side, I will turn my hips and I'll go belly down. Now watch this. As she starts pushing in, I can either bridge in with the Americana, you see, because she's going in the opposite direction, give me more strength for the Americana, or if the arm is more on the inside, she starts pushing to the right, I'm gonna lift my hip and I'm gonna go belly down and finish this armbar here. It's hard to see, but that's where I go in for the armbar. Yeah? Now, this is the Dead Orchard. I think the most important details are the foot on the hip. A-being out and getting this arm on the inside, so like this. Once again, if we're in New York, if she's stacking me forward, I'm getting my foot on the hip. If she pulls the left arm out, I cannot attack the dead orchard, but I'll just switch to triangles, go-go clinch, or whatever. Yeah? Check out the other rubber guard videos for that. But I want to get this elbow, which is on my body, I want to get that more on the inside positioning by A-being out like this. My hip is up and away, so this arm becomes light. Now, obviously, I'm doing that from rubber guard, so from this position, but it's now harder to see. Boom, here we're stuck. Yeah? I'm A-being out, and then I'm circling. I'm not opening my hip, because then the leg becomes open again to pass. So I'm just keeping the knee tight and using the lower part of my leg to go in and clinch. Attacking the arm here, wrist locking, or going for the armbar. Yeah? And then chain in different submissions. Final view I want to give you real quick is entering the rubber guard from butterfly. Go a little bit back, please. Yeah, thank you. So, butterfly guard. If my partner starts, I can play shoulder crunch here, play butterfly, whatever. If my partner starts going for the underhook and starts passing on her left side, boom, I will just flick this over here. Yeah? Ja, even terug naar je rechterknie. Now we're here, rubber guard. Now my butterfly hook is also giving me distance management. If she starts coming forward and stacking me, I can keep distance here. And now it's the battle of who can win this inside position. Now you see my foot going from the butterfly hook on the hip. Once again, A-being out to catch that elbow here. I can use this hand as well. And then flicking over for the dead orchard, attacking here from butterfly or from passing, going with the same armbar. Boom. And one final time showing you the belly down on that side. She stacks in on the right. I will turn my hip and start going belly down here for the armbar. Boom. Now I think that covers most of the cool details on the dead orchard. I hope you guys liked it, especially for the guys who suggested and asked for this. There were several, so I thought it was time to do it. Thank you, Zilver, for helping us out. Check out the rubber guard videos and see you in the next one. Oes!